Welcome to my Iris Street renovation. This is week 151 and it's a fun one. I finished the tiling in both bathrooms upstairs and even get the glass sliding doors installed in bath 2. Apart from that, I head up to Steamboat to pace my good buddy Jackson in his first attempt of a 100-mile ultra. It's a great week of tiling and meeting new people and hanging out with Jackson, so let's check it out. Welcome to this week's renovation. Here's what the kitchen looks like on Wednesday. On Thursday, the tiles in the master bathroom have dried, so I knock off the plastic levelers and clean up the gaps. On Friday, I take a break from renovating to pace my good friend Jackson in his first attempt of a 100-mile ultra marathon. The race is in Steamboat Springs, which is special to me because last year I ran the 50-miler here. In fact, this is where I met Jackson. We played cat and mouse most of the race, shared some miles, and in the end, he beat me by 10 minutes, so naturally, we became friends. Jackson opted to run the first 50 miles solo, and I'm lined up to be his first pacer. His race started at 6 a.m., and just before sunset, he pulls into this aid station.
Go Jackson! Woo!
Jackson was pretty tired at the 50-mile mark, but thanks to his amazingly supportive girlfriend Alex and the crew here to support him, he was rejuvenated enough to head back out for another 50 miles. As his first pacer, him and I head up the mountain, talking about life, training, injuries, gear, and how his day has been going. Jackson told me that he felt good for most of the morning, but that he started feeling pain in his stomach for the last 6 hours. He was frustrated to have legs that were ready for more miles and a stomach that was ready to quit. We decided to take it mile by mile. He ran the 13 miles of my segment through the night, and back at the next aid station, Jackson decided to call the race. He made it over 63 miles, and in lieu of preventing injury to his legs, which had been injured last spring, made the difficult decision to stop. It's always a pleasure to run with this guy, and I have no doubt that he'll make it the full 100 next year. The real question is, will I be crazy enough to sign up and try one of these with him? On Sunday, everyone came up to pace and support Jackson, spent the day with him. Steamboat is beautiful in the fall, and we started the day at his girlfriend's mom's house on Lake Catamount. In town, we stopped by the Mountain Tap Brewery for a couple of local cold ones before heading back to the Airbnb for the night. On Sunday, I say goodbye to Jackson and new friends from the weekend and enjoy some gorgeous fall views on my drive back to Denver. It took a few days away from the renovation, but you have to make time for these things. Jackson is great people, I met some other great people, and I'm really happy to have spent the weekend with them. Back in Broomfield, I catch some miles on my own out at Marshall Mesa before heading back to the house. spend the evening grouting the tiles in the master bathroom. This has been a non-stop week, so on Monday, I installed the shower valves in both bathrooms. This part is pretty easy, just mounting the cartridge, installing the faceplate, and securing the shower head. A little copper sweating work was required for the bathtub spigot, and I'm happy to say, albeit after some trial and error, I nailed it and got a nice solid joint. Hey guys, after showering in a bucket for the last 2 years, I couldn't resist testing out the tub tonight. It's not 100% complete. I've got to put some silicone down, so I can't really use the shower portion yet, but whew, having a little soak, very nice. On Tuesday, I opt for more punishment, which means installing the shower doors in the master bathroom. This kit has been sitting in my garage for over a year, and I finally get to install it. I'm not gonna lie, this was a large project with a lot of parts. I start by cutting these metal pieces to length. Next, I install the brackets for the top support rail. Trim goes over the side support rails. Next, I install the wheels on the sliding glass doors. Here's what the doors look like after being hung up. This process looks quick and easy on the camera, but in truth, this job took me nearly 4 hours. I measured everything very carefully several times before cutting, and because my masonry bits were a bit dull, drilling through the tile actually ended up being far harder than it should have been. In the end, I'm thrilled with how this project came out. After a little silicone work, the shower is going to be ready for use. That's all for week 151. Thanks for tuning in, and until next week, go outside and enjoy a jog in the beautiful outdoors.